This is Steve Melito from FuseHub. We're at the E-Tech building at the University of Albany, and I am here with Bruce Bailey. Bruce is the entrepreneur in residence at the University of Albany and also a research associate at the university's Atmospheric Sciences Research Center. Did I get all that right?
You did, pretty much so.
Okay, good. Well, thank you for spending some time with us today, Bruce.
My pleasure.
So my first question, the Center of Excellence in Weather and Climate Analytics is planning a conference on September 10th and 11th, right here in Albany. What's the purpose of this event?
Well, we want to bring together stakeholders from the energy community as well as from the weather enterprise to address and facilitate the energy transition. There's going to be a lot more renewable energy in the future that will be displacing fossil fuels, and that renewable energy is largely weather driven, and our energy demand is weather driven as well. So it's going to take a lot of interdisciplinary activity, a lot of collaboration to address the issues confronting this energy transition, which is going to take place over the next few decades.
Very good. So for those who are not experts in the subject like myself, I think that means if the sun doesn't shine, solar power is not as effective. If the wind doesn't blow, we've got wind turbines that are not as active. Is that correct?
Right. Well, the energy transition, that concept talks to the development of lots more renewable energy to displace fossil fuel. But also it means that there's going to be a lot more electrification across all sectors of the economy. So our electricity demand is going to increase dramatically. And knowing that wind and solar are subject to the vagaries of weather and even climate change,
right.
You need to manage this transition so that the lights always stay on, that the grid is healthy and resilient. And so there's a lot of factors that come into play that need to be considered. And so having experts come together and to discuss all these issues and to make the transition as seamless as possible. And that's the main motivation behind this conference, is to get different ways of thinking, different disciplines together to talk about how to move forward effectively.
Makes sense. So what is your role in the conference that's coming up in September?
Well, I'm a co-chair and key organizer of the conference. Another person is co-chair, Richard Perez, and we've both been in the weather and energy industry for decades.
Okay.
And we've used various meteorological tools and worked together with the energy industry to help seeing more renewables on the grid and to help deal with grid integration issues. With having more renewables, more variable generation, that's something relatively new to the grid and to electricity operations. So that can be managed very effectively. It's just how to do it. And that's something we've been focusing on in our careers for quite a while.
Okay, good. And who should attend the conference? Who's it for? What's the right kind of person or company or organization to attend?
Sure. Well, anyone who has an interest in or a role in the energy transition should attend.
Okay.
That can include energy and weather companies, utilities, transmission system operators, policymakers, regulators, and even academia. They all have an important role to play.
Okay, good. Is there a role for, say, public officials as well that may be interested in this topic?
Certainly. They have an important role as well, and we definitely want them as part of the dialogue.
Very good. So what will people learn at this event? And if you're not an expert, are you still going to be able to understand some of the content?
You will. We try not to make this a conference only for experts with a lot of geek talk. We really want this to be very understandable, approachable, because there are many disciplines in the room. And the important thing is to understand where each other is coming from.
Right.
If you're a utility who needs to keep the lights on, or if you're a wind energy or solar energy company, or if you're a policymaker, you all need to understand each other's jargon. So you need to reduce it down to very understandable levels.
Well, that's good. That'll help me. So how will this year's event be different from previous ones? This is not the first time that you've done this.
No, this is our third annual event. We have a similar theme, but each year there's a sort of a nuance or change in emphasis. And what has changed has been technology advancements in AI, in weather forecasting, and also the political landscape has changed dramatically. Climate change scenarios continue to evolve. So there continue to be a lot of moving pieces and new ways of thinking. And so there'll be a room full of experts and interested parties who will talk about their concerns. And together we hope to chart a path forward so that the energy transition happens pretty seamlessly.
So last question. Why is collaboration between the public, private, and academic sectors so important in this area?
Well, it's because it's a very interdisciplinary problem, the energy transition, and it's going to take a long time to achieve.
Okay.
It's also an unprecedented undertaking. And so it's going to just take collaboration, first because it's important for different parties to understand each other's perspectives, and also to identify sort of the next challenges that need to be overcome, to prioritize them, and also to identify what areas of research have yet to be done so that this transition can happen effectively, but also cost effectively, not just technically, but economically.
Fantastic. Bruce Bailey, thanks so much for answering our questions this morning.
Thank you, Steve.